All right, so what I briefly want to talk to you guys about, so I'm in my neighborhood here, got the wealthy hoodie on. I briefly want to tell you guys that anything is, not only is anything possible, but there's levels to what you want to do right now, okay? So in the digital product space, so like kind of network marketing that I'm in, right? I sell like products, guys. I sell products and I make like a good amount of money. Now digitally, my goal is 6 figures, which is well over 100K per month. That's how much I want to make. I'm walking up a hill right now, guys. I'm walking up a hill to the clubhouse. Okay, after I just did my work. All right, now listen, my goal is 6 figures right now in my digital company, and there's levels to it, right? Like right now I'm selling digital products. On a good day, I'm looking at more than $300. 15 sales, I sell my product at 20 bucks. So 15 sales is like $300. I'm about to do a Q&A for you guys, so you guys can ask me whatever questions you want. So I'm heading over to a clubhouse right now, and you guys can ask me whatever you want to ask me. Now, I want you guys to really think about like marketing, because I know a lot of you guys want to like be entrepreneurs, right? So sales isn't even as hard as you think, okay? Sales is heavily based on like charisma, and like I said, on a good day, we're talking $300 to $400. You do the math. In 30 days, how much is that? That's at least 10,000. 400 is going to be like 12K. Okay. Location is important, okay? Location is important, but more focus on the marketing. Pay attention to my marketing, because eventually the digital product that you're selling in person, you will be able to sell on the internet. But for the time being that you are selling it like in person, you also want to do well at that as well, right? Now, as far as digitally, you can get to like, okay, for instance, my goal is to get to where my product is being pushed to like 400,000 people, right? Or 500,000 people per month, okay? And how many customers do I want to get by my product is a question you might ask me. I'll answer that very quickly for you guys. The answer to that is simple. So 3,000, let's say 3,000 customers, that's 100K. Okay, so 3,000 customers a month, that's like a 3% conversion rate. We can do better than that, right? We can do so 30,000 customers. We can do 30,000 customers a month, which is like over $1 million. So okay, but let's say our ads are pushing and we're getting let's say our ads are pushing and we are getting $500,000, okay, in revenue. Or what is I'm trying to think of what the okay, so if you were to put 500,000, and let's say, okay, for instance, let's say we get 10,000 customers. So let's say we're averaging like almost a 2% conversion rate, almost 2%. Okay, so almost 2% is like, so 1% is 5K, 2% would be 10,000. So 10,000 customers is, for me and my business, 10,000 customers would be like probably 400K a month. All right, now think about the number and the think about the number behind I want you to think about the number behind the 400K. So what does it actually take to reach like a goal like that, right? All right, so that would mean a multiple 7-figure company per month. Okay, so all right, so your goal is to make multiple 7 figures per month. All right, cool. So if your goal is to make multiple 7 figures per month, you might say, well, how do you make multiple 7 figures per month? That might be the question that you might ask, okay? How do you make the multiple 7 figures per month? or not per month. So in order for my meditation company, which is based on binaural beats, right? Now, by the way, if you want to make 7 figures monthly, you have to make your own beats. That's the only way you're going to make 7 figures. Okay. And the reason I'll explain that. So you have to have your own beats, and they have to be long. So for instance, if I make a guided meditation, it's going to need to be 8 hours. The reason we're saying that is because in order for the product to be sold at scale, and in order for the company to be a high level, considered a high level company, what it's going to require, like for people to buy it at scale and for it to get millions of views around the world, for it to be a desirable product, etc., etc., in order for that to happen, okay, it needs to be able to be played in environments with what? Millions of people, or not even millions, thousands of people. So here's what you kind of have to think about, though. That means that you have to find a way to make your product unique, okay? So, by the way, I'm in the South right now, guys. I'm in the South. I usually sell my digital products more in actually, I kind of sell them in the South, but I'm in the South right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, so look, guys, you got to make your product good. You have to make it good, which means it needs to have a lot of value, a lot of content, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that just has to be how it is. I'm in the South right now, guys. Kind of scary. I'm out late night, but got to make this content for you guys. Okay, so you have to make your digital product really, really good. Okay, now, okay, back to the variables of the business, though. Back to understanding the variables and the importance of that. Okay, so boom, you want to make millions of dollars. How much do you make? How much do you have to put into, what's the variable? How many customers do you need to make millions per month? Okay. How many customers do you need to make millions per month? Okay. In my company, I need about 30,000. All right. Now, in my company, I need about 30,000 customers. And as far as marketing with my product, I would be going crazy with the ads, by the way. But at this point, I would be spending $1 million per month in ads, and return on investment would probably be like we said, 30,000 customers, which means I would be making, I'm almost there, by the way, guys. I'm making good progress. I would be making well over $1 million per month. Now, in order for my company, which this is where we get kind of crazy, but this is possible. This is possible. My company could get to a point to where I'm making 100,000 customers a month, which would mean that I'm making $3 to $4 million a month in profit. Now, the only way this is possible is if my company obviously became mainstream. My company would have to become mainstream, which means hundreds of millions of people would have to see my product in order for me to basically get millions of people to purchase it. Does that make sense? So that's what would have to happen. The product would have to be super, super famous, which is definitely possible. Okay, that is more than possible, right? The product can get super, super famous. So I would just need, I'm in the South, guys. I would just need basically to make the product mainstream. But that's the beauty of the internet, is that could happen. Okay, that's the beauty. Okay, I could put $1 million in ads, make the product mainstream, and now within the course of, and you look at YouTube, some of YouTube's biggest stars, right? Look at some of YouTube's biggest stars. That, in a sense, that's what they did. The only difference in what I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of innovation, or a lot of innovation to the way that, we think, as far as mindfulness, as far as self-development, etc., etc. Now, like I said, the only way, and I'm going to say this, and I'll say this about my own product, the only way to make sense of this is if you really put the work in. And when I say put the work in, all I mean, it's very simple what I mean, right, guys? All I'm saying to you guys, okay, I want you to listen carefully. All I'm saying is you have to make the product super, super good. I really want you to, you know, keep that in mind too if you really want to create digital products. You have to make the product good. And sales, like I said, sales is important, but I do, in my opinion, I think if you want to get to that level, your product has to be good. It's my opinion. All right. And the next thing that I will say, guys, as far as the persistence with the product, like, okay, I'm getting ready to go to Europe in a few weeks. Okay, I'm going to Europe. Now, the question for me is like, okay, how do I pitch my idea in Europe? All right, cool, bam. Do I want to make money in Europe? Hell yeah. You know, why not? Why not go make some money in Europe? Where do I pitch my product? Where's the best place to pitch my product? Right now, Target is like tops for me, right? Like, all right, boom. Can go to Target. Some locations I can make 300 to 400, you know, a day in Target, right? In some locations. Wow, there's this old guy, guys. He's riding in his bike. He's having a ball, or it's like a scooter. It's like a super fast scooter. I think the clubhouse is this way. But yeah, okay. Like, do I want to pitch my product there? Of course, because I know there's some locations, guys. Like, I have locations right now where I can literally go sell my product and make 300 to 400 bucks a day, like in a day. Okay, so like that tells me that, guys, there's so many opportunities out here, dude. Like, there is a lot of opportunities for an African-American entrepreneur like myself. There's so many opportunities. I'm in the South, guys. The reason I keep saying that is because I'm looking for this freaking clubhouse. I'm having trouble finding it. But I need to hurry up and find it. But yes, it's important. It is what I will say is this, guys. It is important that you are aware of the opportunities around you. It is extremely important that you're aware of the opportunities. Don't just be blind to, like, sometimes the opportunity might be like right in front of you. I need you to really take it serious. You know, I need you guys to take it serious. I need you guys to really believe in yourself, believe that the opportunities, I think this is where the clubhouse is. Okay, I need you guys to believe in yourself and understand that the opportunities are there. I'm just really making this video because I'm out here. I know you guys live, you know, in cities or, you know, states where you can probably get out here and make some money too. So I just want you guys to know that the opportunities are out here, and try and find the most popular kind of place where you can, like, get rewarded. Put yourself in environments where you can get rewarded for being smart, because that is important as well. It's being an environment. Yeah, the clubhouse is right here, guys. So put yourself in environments where you can get rewarded for being intelligent, because at the end of the day, that's one of the most important things, right? This is a nice little walk. I walked all the way up here. This is a great walk, by the way. But yes, put yourself in those environments. Always, guys, pray for protection. God is real. We can do anything. We can do anything in this world through Christ that strengthens me. That is real. I believe that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to do a live stream. These people still have some Christmas lights. That's cool. But yeah, I'm getting ready to do a live stream over here, guys. So I will see you guys. Much love, and, you know, stay blessed out here, man. We're getting ready to make some legendary content. I'm actually gonna drop this video probably more than likely tomorrow morning type beat. Probably tomorrow morning. So, you know, we're gonna rock out. We're gonna have a good time. Most likely I'm gonna drop this video, like I said, tomorrow morning. Take chances, guys. Take opportunities. Much love.